Blackmon auction started in 1938. My grandfather was running a cattle barn at the time, and the auctioneer that was supposed to do the cattle barn auction sold a bunch of fake raffle tickets. This is a true story. Sold a bunch of fake raffle tickets, and they ran them out of town. And so my grandfather did the auction, which rolled into farm auctions and rolled into home auctions and things like that. He did that as part-time. He was a farmer also, and he did the auction business part-time. And then in 1969, my dad decided that he was going to take the auction business and run it as a full-time business. So my dad took it and started doing farm sales, and he started doing construction auctions here locally. And then in around 1981, he booked a deal with Union Pacific Railroad. Started doing auctions for UP, and then Norfolk Southern followed after that. That got us into the railroad industry. Around that same time, International Paper hired us to do some auctions, Georgia Pacific, which got us into the logging industry and sawmills. And then late 80s, he was already selling trucks, but we developed a relationship with a gentleman that was closing out trucking companies at that time. So that got us into the trucking industry. So then, let's see, that was late 80s, early 90s. I got out of college, started working full-time in 95. And so I've been involved since then.
A lot of people ask, what do you do? Just talk fast? Well, we do that during the auction, but most of what we do is we market. And we've got an audience that is worldwide, and we know how to find them. So whether you're a big construction company, oil field, transportation, trucks, industrial, locomotives, we can find the buyers.
So we still operate on the same principles we always have, which I know a lot of companies say that, but we truly do. We still have the personal service. That's one of the main things that would set us apart from other auction companies, is you truly are dealing with the owner of the company when you're doing an auction. If you have a problem, my cell phone number's out there, you can call me. If there's a worry, cell phone number's out there, you can call me, text me anytime.
Thomas Blackmon, the owner, says each auction is as unique as the seller. And so every time we meet a customer who needs an auction, we go in and we tailor that marketing so we can have the best auction possible.
I think what's kept us alive into the third generation is that we still take every single auction seriously, because we know that when you hire us, you're putting all of your faith in us to manage your money.
Probably the difference between other companies and Blackmon Auctions is we're extremely personal. If you don't want us to get to know you, and you don't want to get to know us just a little bit, you should probably hire somebody else. It's a family-owned company. It's 3 generations, and Granddaddy and Tom Blackmon Sr. and Thomas Blackmon Jr. have embraced it since day one, and they ask everybody who works for them to embrace it as well. So we're a small company that can reach the world, and that personal and family touch is what makes the difference, because we're going to be there. I'm going to be at the auction, Thomas Blackmon Jr. is going to be at the auction, and we're going to be sitting there right beside you while we sell your stuff.